Good old Boonville, Missouri. A small town full of big personalities. Everyone knows everyone. And everyone recognizes a name. Beyond familiarity, there's one thing that connects this town. And if you look closely, you can see the signs. When the streets are lifeless, chances are people are gathered at the heartbeat of exits 101 through 106. BHS, more specifically high school athletics, have become Boonville's beacon to the world beyond. In the last couple of years, Boonville's high school has amassed a portfolio of great competitors succeeding. Signing. And making history that'll outlast them. With so many prolific athletes, recent, current, and still around today, how can you hope to stand out? Well, it starts before your first varsity minute.
I remember watching her when she was a 7th grader, and I'm thinking, that girl could play for our varsity right now and make an impact.
Then, you have a performance like this in your first ever varsity game. After you drop 26 in your first game ever, keep it up that year to score 368 in 25 games. Once you've got your team's respect, follow that by a breakout sophomore year and have every local news channel memorizing your jersey number. The kids at school have noticed your hard work.
A lot of people in this town and this school know her because she's done some great things for the school and for her sports team.
Junior year, put on more than a show, an absolute class act.
Just about everything. She can shoot, she can drive, she can draw fouls, she can play good defense, she's very good in their press. But the most impressive thing she does is control a game. She makes her teammates around her better, she finds shots for them as well, and she can really control the game, and you see her leadership out on the court, and it's really fun to watch her be able to excel in her craft and also help others along the way and get their shots, and it really makes their team fulfilled.
As an upperclassman, take the reins and take your team in a positive direction. Maybe stop by the state bracket to win the first women's championship in school history. Now, with your senior year waning away, everyone that's seen Sports Zone knows your face. And for those opposing students that shout overrated or don't know who you are, all they have to do is look up. Why? Because at this point, your name is stitched next to the first state title, the career points total, the single game points total, and nobody else looks quite right in 14. For most human beings, such a decorated career is out of reach. For Addison Brownfield, the list is not complete. There are 4 games left. And the greatest women's basketball player to come out of Boonville has a legacy to cement.
My name is Addison Brownfield. I'm currently a senior here at Boonville High School, and I'm 17 years old. So far in my high school career, I have won a state championship, became the all-time leading scorer at Boonville, broke the record for most points scored in a game, and then all-state for 3 years.
My name is Jared Hensiker. I'm the head girls coach here at Boonville. The program's had quite a bit of success the last 9 to 10 years. We've won 7 conference championships. We won 5 district championships, a couple 3 quarterfinal appearances with been lucky enough to go to the Final Four.
When learning about Addi's tenure as a Pirate, the first thing that makes itself known is the sheer amount of accomplishments she has reached. Thanks, in no small part, to a long list of skills. Skills, her coaches adamantly told us, were engineered through long hours in the lab. While this inspiring tale about creating one's talent is celebrated within the bubble of Boonville, Addi is an urban legend passed down by each senior class of opposing teams. As a case study, observe the California Pintos, preparing to travel to 14's lair before the thrill of the Ville. Head coach Bobby Sangster has nearly assembled a super team.
It's a big rivalry game, so the community comes out to watch it. You know it's going to be 2 teams who are at the top of the conference standings, so it's there's a lot of importance to it. California's been playing well this season. They got pretty much, when it comes to inside game, outside game, they kind of have that total package this year, and they can throw about 10 to 15 players at you.
Obviously, it's well known that California is one of our biggest rivals.
Warming up in the gym, everyone knows the stakes. California brought as many people as they could. We brought the thrill in the Ville. And people are noticing the elephant in the room.
There was just tension in the room.
Especially when we chose Hawaiian Day and they had Hawaiian Day. That kind of like stirred me up, you know. Just having them walk in with the leis around their neck because, you know, their theme was Hawaiian. It kind of like had me locked in a little bit more.
Oh, it's on. Thanks to some pineapples and colorful shirts, this game became personal. And Addi wants a win over California all 4 years. Immediately, the tone for tonight is set. California knows who runs this offense and are determined to force points to come from elsewhere. Cue Zoe Davis, the center on the court, while 14 is the center of attention. Though Callie's first points lit the fuse, and it was only a matter of time until the paint became increasingly congested and the court physical. Each swing is given a response by the other team. With 0.6 seconds on the clock after the deflection, they're just gonna inbound this and go to the second quarter, right? Right? Boonville's difference maker does just that.
How do you guard that, Charlie? You can't guard that.
Addison's rest time is short-lived, as California fought their way back to a tie. Zoe's still battling it out. 2 isn't taking kindly.
We just both had a lot of passion for the game. So we both know that, it was just in the game, in the moment. Everything's cool. So.
Meanwhile, Addi is going through it. The bad blood is boiling in the gym. The ball rolls away, and that would end one intense half, separated by 2 points.
They're always two really good teams, and they're always teams that battle, and they're always teams that have intensity. And when you put teams like that on a court together and you have them compete, it just really brings out the best of them. So that California team always brings out the best in us, because we know kind of what the competition is going to be, and we know what, we're going to have to step up our game in order to play a team like that.
Poetically, the ball starts in the hands of Addi Brownfield, just as the game did. California tied the game and were ready to push the pedal. That call might have been a little late. You know what they say, ball don't lie. Rival games are lightning in a bottle. The lid is getting looser and looser. Eventually, somewhere, lightning strikes. The gym erupts with each call. As the third quarter ends, the battle is almost as prevalent with the spectators as it is with the stars. Entering the fourth, the tables have turned. California now holds the lead by 2. Luckily for us, there's 8 minutes left on the clock.
Too far. Davis with a steal. 2-on-1. She's got to be careful.
The game is tied, and the 6th man is in full effect. Less than 5 minutes to go, and even 52 for both sides. The huddle exchanges ideas, but everyone is aware of the situation. For the second time in the fourth, it'd be Eichelberger tying the game. This time, we are saved by a questionable call. A travel was never committed, but the whistle was blown. In front of the thrill of the Ville, Zoe delivers. Then does it again. That clutch gene runs in the family. In a panic, the Lady Pintos put the Lady Pirates' best shooter on the free throw line. Do I even need to say what happened? In a game with 1 point of separation, the referees land a deadly blow. Zoe Davis fouled out. It's still a one-score game if she missed the first one. Well, all it'll take is a 3 if she missed again. Now it's up to the home team to plunge the dagger. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. But they fouled the one person you don't send to the line. It's almost guaranteed points. Now they have to foul. How fitting. Just as both halves started, the ball is in Addie's hands to put this game away. It's all over but the celebration.
2 free throws for Addi Brownfield.
The Pintos have played Addie for years and were focused on limiting her ability to get open. What they couldn't account for was the thing that separates good players from great teammates. Her ability to free up her squad and contribute without being the one to shoot each time. This is impossible without a team around her that is poised and confident in themselves as well as the team.
None of them have really gotten that varsity experience yet before the season, so, just as a leader trying to instill confidence in them and telling them, you can do it, you step up and you hit that big shot, I believe in you 100% to do it. So, they took that word and they went out there and did it, and I am just so proud of how they played, and we're going to continue to keep stepping up for each other in these next couple big games we have.
The team chemistry would need to be at its peak next week. Monday, the Lady Pirates were preparing to face Jeff City, who already has a University of Missouri commit at their gym.
Jeff City having a Mizzou signee in the post, so we're going to play the best basketball we can.
Jeff City is definitely going to be a tough one, especially playing at their place, but Hannah Linthicum, their 6'4" post, I've played with her for my whole life in basketball, so I'm really excited to get out there and go against her. She's super talented.
Not only does Jeff City possess Hannah, who's going to take up the Lady Pirates' focus through the week and force them to spend time preparing for her at practice. There's another weapon at the gym, one unique to Jeff City in the 4 games I covered. One that's unpredictable, and you can't see the full effect on film. That second X factor is the 6th man.
So Coach Unziger says it best when he says that our student section, our fans here, are our 6th man, and when you play at away games, most of the time you don't really have that. So you got to come together as a team and find that energy that usually that crowd would give you that you don't have there. Away games, you have other student sections heckling at you, whereas our student section is always with us. So that's definitely a big adjustment when going away.
As Hannah emerges for warm-ups, the question begins to present itself. Is 6'4" too tall of a task? Jays, Pirates, let's get this underway. Just like the week before, it's Addi putting the first point on the board. That lead switches instantly. Both sides come out aggressive, swarming after the other. It starts like a track meet. There's the X factor. Every rebound will be within her wingspan. On our end, opportunities seem to be there, but the looks aren't clean. Though it clears up when we don't let Jeff City breathe. That wingspan goes a long way. Theoretically, if they can't get the ball to the post, they can't get the ball to the basket. As the first quarter expires, our student section is still going strong. When the bread and butter options are exhausted and the lead grows. We're out in some uncomfortable situations. Even if the shots don't fall, we keep fighting. But the frustration is creeping in. With 40 seconds to have, Addi would score the only points of the quarter. The score at the end of the half is 30-9. When they re-emerged, Addison's mind is immediately on game. No matter the score, she felt it was her job to get the team back in it. That urgency immediately paid off as points on the board. That powerful Jeff City offense is making mistakes. It seemed as though we were keeping up. for a brief moment. That spark of hope was crushed in the fourth. As quickly as it rose. But Boonville never quit. You can see who's willing them forward. Game over. Knowing the expectations this program has for itself, the loss Monday was no doubt a disappointment to the team. However, it was a blow that they couldn't afford to linger on in order to maintain that confidence that has grown intertwined with the team's personality. For a basketball player, there is one special place to work out all that frustration in a positive way. Ever since Saints Peter and Paul, she's understood the correlation between pushing it at practice and performance in games. For good players, practice is a habit. For great players, practice can be any time of day and is a retreat, a happy place. For the best athletes, practice is taken advantage of at every opportunity.
The best thing about Addie is not only does she do great things on the court, but it's what she does off the court as well. Just a great team leader, great role model to the next generation of Lady Pirates who watch her throughout the community and on the court during the basketball season.
During Monday's game, her teammates noticed both forms of leadership at play.
Most of us came out a little nervous, knowing we were going against someone over 6'1". We were down like 22-7. I think her just saying, "Hey guys, keep your heads up. Come on, keep pushing." It's a great feeling knowing that she still has faith, and for her to still drop 23 that game, I mean, it just shows you how talented she is. So I think it was just an eye opener to see like she still thinks that we can do it. So let's all keep pushing.
The bond that leadership creates and the positives the team was able to pull out of their defeat earlier in the week would be put to the test Friday, as they were scheduled to face the team to beat, the Southern Boone Eagles, in front of the largest crowd of the year on the night of the court-warming dance, with the conference championship on the line.
Okay, Boonville High School court warming. What goes on?
So for Boonville High School court warming, it's basically just a big spirit week with a huge, crowded, packed game at the end of the week on Friday. Usually on Boonville court warming, there's standing room only. It is so packed for that game. And, we usually try to schedule, one of our biggest rivals this year with Southern Boone. But that's definitely probably my favorite part of basketball season is that court warming game, because the energy levels are just insane and just super competitive games, and love to play in them.
Southern Boone is undoubtedly the lingering question mark in the community. After knocking off Blair Oaks in California, this team, with a record of 20-2, stood between the Lady Pirates and becoming the number one team in conference. Fasten your seatbelts. Let's try that one again. The tempo is set right at the second jump. It's a track meet until the scoreboard is lit. first by Southern Boone, then answered by our dynamic duo. This game speaks for itself. It's two heavyweights exchanging haymakers. But the difference between Monday and Friday is one of day and night. The Pirates were going to score and would not be denied. With time winding down in the first, the sixth man gets his PT. The visitors still have a hold on this game, but the thrill never counts them out. When play resumed, the second quarter reflected the score. Something is missing. We need a steal. A momentum shift. A three from Abby Zimlin. And a stop. And a chant to boot. Clearly, that's the winning recipe. Neither team could put up another point before the half ended. Meaning quarter two was a W for the home team, as the lead shrank to 6. Coming out from half, both teams were ready to leave it all on the floor for a conference title. Literally. And again, it's Abby there to light the spark. Shot for shot. Drive for drive. Then even stop for stop. Until Addi punishes the defenders for obstructing her path. After that run, the game is tied at 41. And Zoe ends up with another foul here. Luckily, it didn't matter. Ball don't lie. What a pass. How quickly that lead was stolen. And with that lead, Southern Boone started applying pressure. Once again, the game is tied, but not for long. Right at the end of the quarter, we take control. 52-51. And the third is the first quarter to end with a Pirate lead.
Personally, I would much rather be in those games than watching those games, because watching those type of games like gives me a heart attack. But like when I'm in those games, like it doesn't, like, there's no pressure to me really.
Southern Boone wasn't going away, but Addi wasn't stepping off the gas. Back and forth we go. The lead wasn't comfortable the whole game, and Addi's fourth foul came at the worst of times. But she got to the line as well, and she is automatic. Now, in the last couple minutes, the lead has changed 3 times from the free throw line. Make that 4. Under 2 minutes, tied game. The momentum is with whoever lays their hands on the ball. To the line. Target. 44 seconds to the conference title if they can just hold on. The entire game could be decided on this possession. But it doesn't fall. To overtime we go. One way or another, a champion was going to be crowned. Tonight. Every shot could be the dagger. The fans react each time as if this was the one. Abby gives us the first two-score lead since 10 minutes ago in game time. But leads are never safe in tighter matchups. It's all or nothing now. After an extra quarter, fatigue, a million lead changes. The ups, the downs, and the fouls. It comes down to 30 seconds. Who else to put this game out of reach? Everyone's seen the viral videos. The strategy here is to miss on purpose, get the rebound, and it's tie game. But that doesn't play out. Game. Introducing your 2022 Tri-County Conference champions, the Boonville Lady Pirates. After the great season, they took out the team to beat. With all of that out of the way, with the championship secured, there is only one obstacle left before the postseason approached.
You know, I really tried to not think about how sad it actually was and just kind of live in the moment, embrace everything that happened that night. But, in the back of my mind, you can't help thinking, this is the last time I'm going to get to play for this awesome community. And having so many people here to watch a senior's last game was just something so special and something I'm definitely going to remember for the rest of my life. But, yeah, everything comes to an end, but it went by so fast, and I'm just so grateful for the amazing career I got to experience.
One thing you realize as a high schooler is that while everyone is excited to walk out on their senior night, no one is ever quite ready to play their last game. No parent is ready for their child to be an adult. In all of sports, only two things have remained undefeated: Floyd Mayweather and time.
Addison Brownfield. Haley James. Haley is the daughter of Pregame and Mike James. Let's have one more big round of applause for all of our seniors and their parents and all their contributions to PHS Lady Pirates Basketball over the years.
To begin such an emotional night, we need an emotional opener. Emma West was able to start on her crutches so she could play in her last regular season game. Addie puts up her last first bucket at home. It was taking a while for things to get clicking, but as we've seen, the Lady Pirates just need time to warm up. Ironically, our run started with a stop. It didn't matter what they threw up. Addi was on fire. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Osage fought back with second chance points, but Addison kept them an arm's length away. They'd be unable to capitalize further, but Boonville gained a large lead behind the arch in their first half. Our halftime show tonight, all of the generations of future cheerleaders shadowing their hometown heroes. As we travel to the second half, Addi and her team were determined to put on a final show for those in attendance. You can tell she's in her element. Those who aren't seniors are ensuring their friends have a nice send-off party. Another assist. I'm telling you guys, she's a robot. After an incredible performance by the Lady Pirates, Osage was held scoreless in the third quarter. The only question left to ask, why stop now? This run could go on forever and ever. This team has chemistry unmatched in high school. Incredible string of possessions, topped off by a no-look assist and a... Hunziker's team peaked at the right moment indeed. The game clock winds down. Through the joy of a lead, the excitement of the highlight plays, the sixth man's chance, the inevitable comes. A 30-second timeout. A walk to the center of the court. One final wave goodbye as her team holds the lead. 14 out.
I was just, I don't even know the words to describe it. I mean, Boonville has had my back for the past 4 years, and, they showed up once again for me on my senior night, and, I owe a lot to them, and, waving that final goodbye to them, it kind of broke my heart a little bit, but, I'm going to always remember them, going to always hold them close to my heart, and just really grateful for all they've done for me.
This is the last moment. Soak it all in. A legacy cemented. The biggest thing I've learned from my time with seniors is to cherish the time you have. Before you know it, everyone's clock runs out, and it's for Addison, the end of the season means the end of an era and the start of a new journey.
I will be attending Western Illinois University in Macomb, Illinois, and as of now, I plan to major in biology with a pre-med emphasis, so after my 4 years there, going to some medical school that I haven't decided quite yet.
While the entire town of Boonville is happy for Addison and will be watching her closely at the next level, the community, especially her team, will have to cope with the growing pains first. How did it feel to be able to spend the season with Addi?
I wish I could have another one, to be honest. But just this season with her and just us matching each other's energy, it was amazing. I couldn't ask for a better guard. I'm gonna miss her dearly, and I hope she succeeds at the next level. Her playing at Western Illinois, that's great. I mean, for her to go D1 in basketball, man, like that just tells you how good she is. Like, she's just amazing and just a great person. Just amazing leader on the court, and just a great friend.
The special person that Addi Brownfield is, like, you just can't, they don't come along very often. What she brought on the court, but also off the court, representing our program the way that she did, just, you can't thank her enough for everything that she gave for her 4 years of Lady Pirate Basketball. We're going to miss her. We're going to miss her tremendously. And it's always hard to lose a player like that, but you know, like, you kind of take pride and take comfort in she's going to go on and do incredible things, and like she's going to help another program at an even higher level.
When it comes to Addi, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you have to have, your best players have to bring their A game every day and practice every game. And I can't recall a day where she was off. You know, just had a poor day of practice or a poor performance in the game. You know, she might have had games where she took and missed some shots, but she always did something else to take and benefit the team. And practice, she was always the vocal leader. She was always the player that worked the hardest. She led by example. And those are the things I'm going to miss. And hopefully we got a few girls who could take and step up and replace that when it comes to her leadership. But those are the things I'm going to miss most about Addi.
Her team and her town have gotten used to her presence, but it was never taken for granted. She ended the season once again, all conference, all district, and all state. She also earned district MVP and Class 4 Player of the Year. It's only right that she leaves the game the same way she entered, dominant. Now that she's finished her Final Four, Addison is prepared to follow the rock wherever it goes. Because ball is life, and Addison is Boonville's pulse.
Boonville has just always been a super, super special place to me. I've grown up here my entire life. Graduation is right around the corner, and you know, although it's sad to leave such a special place, I'm super excited for the future, super excited for what my life will be like in Western Illinois. But yeah, I'll just always hold Boonville really close to my heart, and you know, no one does it like we do, so.
Okay, and this is probably be the last thing I put in the video, just in case you wanted to. Is there anybody in particular you want to dedicate this video to or say a special thank you to when I'm ending this? You have all the time in the world, so
okay,
you think
yeah.
about it.
Okay. I just want to give a special shout out to, first and foremost, God. Faith is a really, really important part of my life, and you know, I truly believe that He's the reason I am where I am today. And secondly, my parents, of course. They are just amazing people who have supported me throughout everything. My amazing coaches, Coach Hunziker, Greg Logston in the Phenom program, and Coach Gravina, who I'll be playing for at Western Illinois. And just the rest of my teammates and friends and family. You guys are amazing. I love you all, and just thank you for helping me achieve my dreams.